Okay.
Hello to everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Gagi.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our monthly photography masterclass, Seeing Jazz. Today we have photographer Dragoslav Nedici, Gagi, who was a Photo of the Year winner a couple of years ago, the Jazz Journalist Association's Photo of the Year winner with a portrait of Jazzmeia Horn. I'm Hrayr Attarian. I'm a member of the Jazz Journalist Association, and I'm an amateur photographer. Welcome, Gagi. You live in Romania, correct?
Yes. Good evening to everybody. And in the first of all, I want to apologize. My English is not so good, so I hope it will be funny, my spelling. Okay, yes, I'm living in Romania. I'm Serbian nationality, but I'm living in Romania.
Okay. You're not a professional photographer, correct?
No, no.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background? What do you do other than photography for a living?
I have my small business, but I'm working and like a driver to private limousine, and I have a little store, so I'm making some money. It's okay. For our possibilities in Romania, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. And how did you get into photography?
It was pure luck, maybe. I had a big problem with fishing, you know, in the past. I was crazy about fishing. And in one moment I stop. I see that it's too, I go too crazy with that, and I stop to fish. I sell all my gear, and I needed a hobby. And one of my best friends was a professional photographer in an art museum in my city. And he was the first official photographer of one of the greatest festival in my country. It's Garuna Jazz Festival. And she told me, okay, buy one camera and let's see what, if you need a hobby. And that was the first time when I bought a camera. I went to it was, I think it was 2006, 7 or 8. I cannot remember exactly. It was a Young Garbarek concert, big concert. It was 12,000 people there. And I bought it was my first camera. It was Sony DHC5 or something like that. And I make full card of the pictures, and no one was good. So that was my beginning. And after that, I started I give it my camera to my girlfriend in that time to present, because I didn't manage to make any kind of pictures or photo. So that was my start.
But then obviously things have gone much better.
Yeah.
How did you specifically get into photographing jazz concerts? Okay,
because I love jazz music very much, and I was the witness of that festival, what I told you, Garuna, from the first beginnings until in every year I was there. The festival was organized by a friend of mine, very good. And it was interesting to me. It was, I wanted to have pictures of players, of musicians who are, who are my heroes, you know. Because this of a friend of mine who was the photographer there, I started doing that. And he started to teach me what it's exposure, what it's, and what it's this
aperture.
Yes. Thing like this. So I became addicted for this kind of photography.
Nice. Okay. And do you currently have a specific approach to taking pictures of the artist, or you just go to the concert and sit at the front row and take pictures?
Just going, okay, because my city is not too big, and everybody know me what I'm doing, and after this prize, I'm now a star in this kind of. So everybody I can go in all kinds of concerts to make pictures because everybody knows what I'm doing.
Okay.
One of the ways.
I'm going to show one of your pictures.
Okay.
I'm going to go to your Flickr account.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have site yet, but maybe when I grow up, I will have.
Let's see.
Jazzmeia Horn.
Oof.
Okay, this is the picture made in Belgrade, but in the same year, in the summer, he played in my city in Timișoara. So I like it. He's very photogenic, and I like the color of her skin on the light, on the good light.
Yeah.
And because I had experience in Timișoara with, and it was a pretty good light on the scene. I had some experience in Belgrade, so I know a little bit how to approach more to make her pictures. But it was very difficult because he had a necklace, a big necklace with from the glass or crystals. I don't know what it was, but all the scene light was reflected on her neck. It was a bunch of, all kind of, and it was difficult to edit.
So you, I like the way the muted colors are. So you edited things out on the software on Photoshop?
No, I don't know to use Photoshop. I'm using Lightroom.
Lightroom, okay.
Photoshop is too complex for me, and I don't use it.
Nice. Okay. Let me. I don't think is this. I think the one that won was a different angle, right?
Yes. It's not this.
Let me pull that up. Let's see. While I'm pulling this up, here's the one that won.
Yes.
Yeah. So your Flickr account name,
it's Nedici Dragoslav.
Yeah. It is your full name, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I was looking through your portfolio on Flickr, and I saw a lot of pictures of Charles Lloyd. Especially, I like the reflection in his glasses.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, Charles Lloyd, I shot him. I think the 5 times. It was 2 times in Serbia and 3 times in Romania. And it's one of my favorite musicians. And I have a good friend who is from the United States, who is a jazz journalist, and who is the friend with Charles Lloyd. And we spent some time with Charles Reyes together in Serbia, and he take me on the backstage, and Charles Lloyd give me his signature or some of my pictures. So I'm very happy to shot him, and I like him to shot him because it's so expressive. He has so many details on the face. And unfortunately, what you see, this is the first pictures on my Flickr account. They are from this year in Romania, and what I didn't like too much. It was too early concert. It was maybe four and a half. No, I'm lying. It's something around the 6 o'clock in July, and the sun, it was directly on his face and was too hard light. The contrast was too big. When it was shade, it was too dark, and it was very hard to manage. And even if I have a bunch of pictures, I don't know if I can choose 2 or 3 what represent me and what I like. But this is only I choose this because he's a reflection on sunglasses.
Yeah.
But no. But
so
okay.
This is the close-up of the same photo in black and white.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So any other photographs that any other artist you photographed that left you with a memorable event that you can tell us about? Something that stays in your
in 2016, I think, it was a gig on this festival in Garena. It was Tom Harrell with Esperanza Spalding, with Escoffery and Jonathan Blake. And after their gig, it play
jam session.
No, it was Mike Stern with Tom Kennedy, with Bill Evans, and with Dennis Chambers. And that, Dennis Chambers was ill and were skinny. I don't know if you know. And I didn't recognize. When I was young and restless, I played drums. I mean, I'm not play drums. I kick drums, I make some noise, and maybe I was sometimes in tempo, but I like drums. And I start to listen jazz because of the rhythm section. I try to learn how to play jazz on drums. I never managed, but this was the way how I start to listen jazz. And the first thing when I listen to jazz, I'm listening drums and bass. This is the first thing what I'm interested in music. And Dennis Chambers is one of my, heroes. And I wait him to come, to the stage. And the guy staying near me. It was half a meter of me. And I asked him, do you know where is Dennis Chambers? Do you know? Because I didn't see him. Everybody's coming on the scene. It's prepared their instruments, put the cables everywhere. And he told me, he is here somewhere, he will come. Okay, wait. And in the moment when the guy who came on the scene, present the group, and the guy who was near me go to the scene. And that was Dennis Chambers. I didn't recognize him. It was very strange for me. I mean, I didn't believe until the concert was finished that is he. And guy from the backstage confirmed that is Dennis Chambers. That was one of the very interesting thing for me. I mean, I talked with him.
Do you have the pictures from that concert on Flickr?
Yes, I have.
Okay. I'm trying to locate the.
He contacted me after the concert. I gave him this picture because he's was interesting on that pictures. And after 2 years, I photographed him on another gig where he came with John Scofield. And I talked with him, and he was normal after 2 years, so he's okay. Yeah.
He was more recognizable.
Yeah, yeah, it was very strange.
Okay, and so that was 2016, you said?
Yes, I think it was 2016.
And that was Garana Festival?
Garana Jazz Festival, yes.
So I'll go to your Garana album. Let's see here. Here's John Scofield. Here's Bill Evans. Be coming up.
Do you put all of your photos on Flickr, Gagi?
No, not all, not all, not all. I put on a Flickr only where I'm sure about their name, because a lot of the artists who are coming to in tour on Europe, they are not have regular member. Maybe some bass player, and I don't know his name. Even in program, they put the name to the regular guy, but now it's some.
Not the opening act. I see. Okay.
This is he.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So he was skinny. And I remember after the concert from the Gurana, he went to the in Spain, and he had the concert, and he was very, very sick, and he didn't manage to finish the gig. And
Oh, okay.
it was that very, very difficult period for him. But I'm glad he's back. He's okay now.
And this is the
Tom
Harrell from the previous concert you mentioned.
Yeah, very good concert. This is Marius Nasset, very good player, very, very, very good player from Norway.
Okay. And of the photos, you obviously there's the one that won the award.
Yeah.
Apart from that, is there a specific photo in your large collection that is your favorite?
Oof, this is the hardest question for photography. A lot of them. When I will show you one, I will.
Okay, give us 10 of your favorites.
Not this one. So I will show you another one. I have a lot of them. One of my first print photo was one with Thor Gustafsson, piano player. He's on my Flickr, but it's a little bit the way I think
earlier
representing me, with his head down profile and with line from the piano. That was my first printed pictures, and it has a special place on to me. But as I like.
And was that at the Garana Festival as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so it should be in that album.
I think I know how it's.
So one of the earlier ones.
Yes, it's 2014, maybe 12. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll try to find if I find her here.
Gagi, do you have a way of showing us your photos from your screen? It might be easier. We might get a bigger image than what Hrayr is.
I don't know how.
Okay, then don't worry about it now.
I don't know how.
Okay.
What you can do is, if you want, email me the photos.
Yeah.
And I will pull them up here as photos rather than as a website, and that will show it bigger.
Okay. Just a moment. One moment, I'm connected now. George.
As you're looking through, I want to show one. I was looking through your album earlier, and this is one of my favorites of yours among many.
Yes, Marius Nasset is that, and it was. I go with shadows very. I mean to maximum what I couldn't because the regular it's the rough picture it's 70% of his face it's on light very good, but he have a one dark side on his this part. I don't know how you call this.
On the profile.
Yes, and it was like only black, and then I said, okay, I will go dark, only his profile, his nose, and a little bit light.
Okay, so we're doing darkening the shadows on Lightroom.
Yes. Okay, I sent it the picture.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Hrayr, while you're downloading them, let me ask Gagi a couple other questions. Are you selling any of these? Are the festivals buying them from you?
No, I cannot sell them because I don't have a right to sell them. I'm the organizer of the Garona Jazz Festival. He buying something from me because of his collection for documentary and stuff like that. But to sell on the market, I don't think it's allowed. I don't know exactly. I mean, if I ask some advocates here, some of they says yes because you are accredited, you can do that. Some of them says no. So I don't know what is the truth, and I don't want to risk.
You ask the photographer's permission. I mean, the subject's permission. You can.
Yes, if I have permission, for example, from Charles Lloyd, yes, but it's hard to get permission from him.
I don't. I think you can sell them. I don't. I've only worked with one artist or two. Anyone that was managed by Anne-Marie Wilkins, you had to have a contract, but no other artists that I've ever worked with have said, oh, you can't sell that photo of me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It's your copyright because you shot it. So
yes,
you own the copyright.
Yes.
And if you're credentialed by a festival and the artists don't object, then you own those photos. At least that's the way it is here. In the US.
I mean, I've looked into this for me because I do a lot of street photography, and everybody, all intellectual property lawyers say, as long as you did not go into their home, anything visible from the street, anything in a performance area, public performance area, right, you can sell as long as you're not using it to market a product.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, but another guy told me if I'm going to sell to make money, I need to have a permission and contract from the artist. So,
No,
That's
not if you're
I know.
credentialed at a festival, because they know that there are photographers there, and they have the right to throw the photographers out of the photo pit.
yeah,
They don't want pictures taken. But every festival I worked for, the artists don't object, except for, you know, the artists that are managed by Anne Marie Wilkins, like Harry Connick Jr. and Branford Marsalis.
I understand.
They want a contract. They're the only ones, though.
They don't know. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
well,
see.
this is partly perhaps a difference in journalism or merchandising. So if you took the photo and put it on a T-shirt and are selling the T-shirt,
Yeah, then
Yeah,
different
that's
rules.
different. Yeah.
You can, I mean, are newspapers using your work or magazines or anything like that?
Yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I
Talk
have.
a little bit about that, please.
How?
Talk a little bit about that, please.
I had I had a couple of pictures on the New York jazz record or something like that, because of this friend of mine who is a journalist, and he came to Verona and he took my pictures. Or I have on the media blog, Jazz in RS, a lot of my pictures. I have a books of the interviews from Serbia, from organizer of Belgrade Jazz Festival. I mean, from artist director Vojislav Pantic, and I have in this kind of selling or using my pictures. Unfortunately, in my country, we don't have any kind of jazz magazine. We even don't have a site or portal for jazz. I will tell you something very sad now, and I don't know if it's good. It's not good propaganda for my city. But in 24, it's starting Timișoara Jazz Festival. It's Autumn Jazz Festival. The same guys who organized Verona, and it will be from 24 to October to 2 November. And unfortunately, he has for this, I think it's 7, 8 days, he had now a week, now 6 days, when I talked last time with him, he had only 2 tickets sold. And my city said 350,000 people, you know, and it's very, very strange. It's very sad. But if you're gonna go 100 miles from Timișoara to that summer festival, Verona, you will find 5,000 people every night.
Wow.
So nobody knows why is this happening. So it's very difficult to make money here in my country with this kind of photography. I mean, it's impossible. They don't have money for musicians, not for photographers.
Well, of course, you're lucky that the photography does not depend on language.
Yeah.
You can try to sell those or make photos available to publications in Italy or in,
Yeah.
you know, wherever.
Yeah.
England, whatever.
Oh, the New York Times.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hard one to break into.
Is
But-
it? Yeah.
Sure, but
Yeah.
if you have photos, especially of local scene, local musicians who are breaking out, you know, that's something that nobody else has that you have.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are good to offer.
Yeah. This is good. This is a good point, of course.
We're going to give you a membership in the JJA so that you can be connected to these kinds of activities also.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My
Perfect.
pleasure.
Thank you.
So this is the
Yes,
photo
this
you're
is my-
talking about.
Yes, this is my first photo what I printed, and it's special for me. I mean, it was on a exhibition on Verona, my first exhibition. It was me and together with my friend, who fortunately it's not anymore with us because of Corona, but it was I was very, very proud about that because you know, I start to have my first exhibition, and I like it. This.
Yeah. And this was 2011.
I think it's 2011. I think I don't remember any.
I think that's what the address. That's what the date said on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see. You have also not only jazz, but you've also done a few other music festivals.
Yes. I like to shoot music. I like all kinds of music. Blues festival.
Mm-hmm.
I have some blues festival when I was to make pictures. Yeah.
And one of the ones I saw that was really good that I liked, I'll pull it up, is of Beth Hart.
Yeah, yeah. He was. He had in last year he had 6 concerts in one venue. What it's 200 miles from my city. And because it was that COVID time, and it was only one specific number of audience, even the place can take 2,000. It was not allowed that only, I don't know, maybe 500 or something like that. And because
because of social distancing,
social distances and stuff like that, and because it was a very big interest for her, she make 5 concerts from 2 every second day. And it was very nice, very nice, very powerful. I like her very much. It was the first time when I heard her live, and I like her.
Yeah. And who? That was not a festival, though, right? That was just.
Yeah, that was just concert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll try to find that in your Flickr. I had marked them. Here it is.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you are so you're using, when you're shooting these close-ups, are you using a prime lens, like a one telephoto lens, or you have a zoom?
No, I only zoomed.
Okay.
Because I don't like to disturb, you know. And I'm pretty big guy, and it's everybody can see me, and I'm disturbing. I mean, the people came and paid ticket not to see my back; they want to see my back, you know? And I'm trying to find angles when I can be invisible, you know. And I'm using only zooms, and 70-200 is my prime zoom. And when I use the Canon, I use it Sigma 120-300 with aperture to 2.8. I changed the system now, and I'm a Nikon again, and I'm trying to find the same lens from from Sigma, this long. I like the long lens. Leylandstein. Because of that, I don't like to disturb, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Because the clarity is amazing, even with the zoom. Because you know the problem with the zooms is usually because of the number of
Yeah.
The last layer, the clarity,
Yes.
and that's great. And you also have a following on Instagram, I saw.
Yeah, unfortunately, my Instagram account was hacked now a week, and I cannot open it anymore. I will make another one.
The one, okay.
Unfortunately, that was happened. Was my mistake. They asked me to push a button, and I push a button. That's it.
Yeah. And then here's another blues festival photo from of the Serbian blues singer
Ana Popovic.
Ana Popovic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very hard.
Where was this blues festival?
This blues festival, it's in the center of Romania. It calls Brezoi, and it's this year it was the 3rd edition with a pause of 2 years because of COVID.
Yeah.
And they have big money, and they're bringing a lot of good musicians. Unfortunately, this year I was not able to go there, but next year I will be for sure.
So this was from before COVID.
Yes, this is from before COVID, 2018, I think it was, or 2019. Okay. I don't remember. It was 2 editions, and I was to both. But I don't remember 2018 or 2019. I don't remember exactly. Ana Popovic, I wanted to hear her, and she had some concert in Belgrade before this festival. But even Belgrade, it's more closer to me than this venue. But I couldn't manage Belgrade, and I went. She was one of the reasons to go there.
To just the festival, yeah.
First of all, and after to make some pictures.
Yeah.
Do you have a background in art or in music?
No. No.
You frame very dramatically. The photos look very dramatic because of your staging, your angles, and this sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is all intuitive.
What? This is?
It's all natural to you. It's just intuitive.
Yes. I mean, a friend of mine who this is the influence of a friend of mine who was a photographer in art museum, and he teach. I copy him, and I know if it's good or not, but I like that. So I know.
You're inspired by him.
Yes.
What other photographers do you look at? You have a very good eye, and
one of are you, madam? I mean, your way. It's no, really. I try to do what are you doing. I couldn't manage. So it's very difficult. I know how to do that.
But I started where you are. I started in a conventional way, looking at, feeling the music, trying to make compositions that express the drama of the music. And so you have a very good eye, a very good sense and feeling.
Thank you.
Your photographs really communicate that.
Thank you very much from you. This is big compliment from you. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. But what other photographers' work are you looking at?
I know you. I don't know so many from United States because I don't know. But from Europe, I have a couple of them who's, for example, Didier Jarais or something like that. It's a French guy. He's very good. Or Roberto Cifarelli, who's I know him. So people like this, contemporary jazz photographer, because I start to make pictures in digital time. I do in the field time. I don't know anything to do with film.
William William Claxton is somebody who's
I know
should
him.
look at.
I know him.
One of the people that really inspired me was Roy de Carava, who,
Yes.
oh, great, Hrayr. Roy de Carava photographed jazz in the 40s.
I don't know him.
And he would go into clubs where there was no light,
Yeah.
didn't use a flash. And so but he recognized that he could figure out what to do with what he was given. And so he would shoot slow shutter speed in order to have enough light come onto the film. And he created these really intense pictures of John Coltrane, for example.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of moved me in that direction when I started looking at his work and thinking that, oh, okay, so don't worry so much if there's no light or very little light in the place. That's the universe telling you that you have to be creative and figure out how to make use of what you've gotten. And anyway, I think it's helpful to share who the people are who you can look at to learn what did they do in similar situations, and how can that help you teach yourself. But you have such a wonderful also sensitivity to the situation when you described not wanting people to see your back, wanting to be invisible. Those are all the same ways that I felt when I first started photographing. I did not want to be disruptive, and I wanted to blend in and become invisible so that the music is what's important, not me.
Exactly.
And yet what you've done is create such a powerful way of showing the power and the intensity of the music through the way you compose.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'll just add a technique that the photographer Bill Gottlieb talked about. He was one of the very first newspaper photographers about jazz, and he had been writing about jazz, and photography was becoming big, and he wanted to put photos with his articles, but the editors told him, well, you could take the photo yourself. Okay. So he used flash, but those were very expensive flash bulbs at that time.
Yeah.
So he would only take 1 or 2 shots. That's all that he would get. But he was a pool player, billiards player.
Yeah.
So he figured out angles on like how to set the lights up based on his pool playing.
Yeah.
And he understood what the light was just that way.
Yeah.
It was a good technique for him.
Roy de Carava. I will watch Roy de Carava. After this meeting, I will search about him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is one of his pictures.
Yeah. Yes.
I found a John Coltrane picture, but it's too small on the website to share.
Self-portrait. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also a painter.
Painter, yes.
Okay.
Are you involved with any online photo groups?
I'm a member of Jazz Photographer from Facebook. It was the easiest way to be connected with people who like this kind of photography.
Mm-hmm.
And there I see a lot of them. And in the switch in this what I'm doing was 2014 when I was accepted to shoot a festival in Belgrade. And I met there a group of journalists and photographers from all Europe, and they accept me like a pro. I'm not a pro. I'm not living from this. Even maybe I'm acting like a pro, but I'm not making money for this, so I'm not a pro. and it was very, very, very nice experience and very influence and very, it have a very big influence on me. I like it, that way of approach the festival with journalists to make pictures, to be on one group who, you know, I mean, the group is, I mean, the people they are from Spain, from Holland, from Norway, from America, from United States, from UK, from Macedonia, from Romania, you know, and everybody has the same passion, jazz and jazz photography. And that was very, very, very interesting for me. I mean, you know, I came from the country one where what was now 30 years ago closed like North Korea. We had some revolution, communists go down, blah, blah, blah. And it's this way, you know, to meet people around the world, and this internet possibilities today, for me, it's very, very, I like it very much. I mean, it's a blast.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
we're glad to have you participating. And the secret of jazz journalism is that few of us are making our full livings as professional jazz journalists now. So you should not let that keep you from considering yourself a professional level colleague. It sounds like you're doing the work that you know, that we do, whether we're getting well paid for it or not. So
I think if you have gotten paid for publishing your work in a magazine, if you've gotten paid for in any way, that makes you a pro. Once you got paid, even if it's only once.
I was paid once.
So you can call yourself professional. You are a professional.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
do you want to show a couple more
Yeah,
photos?
let me show a couple more photos.
So do you ever get to the United States?
No,
No?
no, I have a big problem. I'm afraid to fly.
Oh, no.
Yes,
No.
I have
You
I have
and
a
Aretha Franklin.
example in Italy, in Sardinia, who invited me every year to go there. And unfortunately, I didn't make courage to go to the airplane.
Oh, that's
Maybe in
terrible.
my future. Maybe I'm working on that, but it's not time. Beginning, I need to grow up. So we'll see.
There are boats.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Back in old days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ibrahim Alouf. In Timisoara now 2 years. In last year, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
In 2019, he was here at the Symphony Hall.
Yeah.
With Marc PoKempner.
Yeah. He came. He was duo with some guy on a guitar, but I don't remember his name now. It was very, very nice gig. Very, very nice gig.
So he's from the same country I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his uncle is a very, very famous novelist.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, who writes in French.
Oh, perfect.
What is his name?
Ibrahim Malouf. Oh, the uncle?
Yeah.
Amin Malouf.
Amin Malouf.
Oh.
This is a really nice one.
It was last year, and he came only one time. He go on his legs in all concerts. He's staying on the chair, and it was the back. It was
Oh, in the okay. because he's directing the orchestra.
2 pictures, yes, exactly. 2 pictures I have with him. One is this, and one is one part of his head, and that's all.
Let's see.
Wynton is always so formally dressed with the silk tie and the silk handkerchief just folded perfectly.
Yes.
I used to laugh backstage at Newport. Branford would show up in cutoffs and sneakers, and Wynton would have the silk suit and the whole thing. Like, if you didn't know they were brothers.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that their dress style also reflects their musical style.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Great.
Wynton would have the cologne and the whole thing going on.
This is a really nice one.
Yes.
I love it.
He played with Charlie on a trumpet. No, Charles Theron. Charles Toliver. Charles
okay.
Oliver,
yeah.
Keith Brown on piano and Benny White on drums. Benny White or
Lenny.
Benny White. I think Benny White.
Lenny White.
Lenny White.
Yeah.
This is Buster Williams.
Yeah, Buster Williams.
Yeah.
Yes, Buster Williams.
wow.
Very nice. I like this kind of jazz. I like maximum.
Nice.
You have to do a jazz photography exhibit somewhere, Howard.
Well, again, in the Jazz Bash Room, we have that gallery set up where Cheryl Friedman's exhibit continues to run, and we have the nominees from the Jazz Awards from last year are also posted there.
Oh, this is a Turkish guy. I don't know his name. It is a Turkish saxophone player who has I mean, they says it's famous club in New York, Nublu, and he's the Turkish saxophone player. It's Istanbul, Ersahin, and I don't know how. Ersahin, I don't know how. And this is his orchestra with from Turkey, from Istanbul. Very nice jazz with Turkish influences, folk, you know, that kind of rhythms. Very nice. I know, I don't remember his name.
Oops.
Is there music with folk influences around you?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
What's that like? What is that music like?
For me, it's what?
Vocals, string instruments?
No, and instrumental and vocals. I can send you a link from the girl from the Serbia. She's living in Austria, and she's singing some old Serbian folk music in jazz manners. Very interesting. But I know the original song, so for me it's a little bit boring because everybody who's trying to make some jazz music and he's on the beginning, he's trying to mix these folk influences with jazz. You know, it's nice 1, 2 times, 3 times, but 10 times it's the same thing. No, but she's very good, very good singer, and she's a little bit more original. And I will send you a link, and you can listen to her.
Thank you.
We have in Romania we have a very good saxophone player. He living in Germany, Nicolas Simeon, who plays Romanian folk songs in jazz manners. You know, but. It's too It's boring.
But do you like the authentic thing? When
Yes,
they're...
I like authentic. I like creativity. I like very much. I like the most trio formulas because it's very creative. A connection between the musician is very, very strong. If it's good trio, you know, and I like that, you know, dynamic to, you know, the force to. Oh.
Great, great.
There's also the Serbian pianist. She has a trio, Maya Alvanovic.
Yes.
She has quite a creative take on
yes.
improvisation.
Yes. She's good. She's good.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah.
So this was a photo you took of Esperanza Spalding. Just
yes. Unfortunately, she didn't play the bass because it was some conflict on between her and organizer. It was something about how he promote her, and it was some conflict. And she even didn't want to go to the stage, but the organizer says to Tom Harrell, if you Esperanza Spalding not gonna go to stage, even Tom Harrell will not play, and they will not take money, you know. So she came and she didn't play a bass, but she sing 4 songs in this fado in Portuguese. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
And it was better than bass. It was very nice.
Wow. Has she seen these?
Have you shown that? Send them to her?
Shown them to her,
No.
Esperanza? Oh my God.
No, I didn't.
Some of these artists should see them. I bet they would buy them for their album covers, you know?
Mm.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, if there's no any other questions for Gagi?
Okay, hi, hello.
Hello.
I'm from Belgrade, Gagi. Perhaps you remember we spoke.
I see the name, and
Yes, my name is Dana. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So Belgrade seems to be the protagonist of tonight's story too.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to hear. So there is something I would like to know. Where we spoke a few times about your photographs. So most of the things I wanted to ask, I've asked. But how about taking some pictures? You take your black and white pictures, or you take your pictures in color and then post-product it, something like that? What do you do?
I'm shooting in color, and because in this part of the world, the light scene, the lights from the scene are not every time very good. I mean, the organizers of the festival, I don't know, maybe they don't have too much money to pay some special guy who will manage all the light of the scene, and the most of the concert, the scene, the lights are very bad. So it's impossible to set some white balance because everything is changing in the seconds. So if I like the colors and if I can manage in editing to do something and to looks good, I will put in the color. But in most of the times I like black or white or the saturation minimum, you know, only little, just, you know, but I'm shooting in color.
Okay, thanks. Because I've noticed that saturation, you mostly do it like that. And okay, so well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And something else about cropping, perhaps?
I'm cropping a lot. I'm cropping a lot because I don't have I mean, for me, the perfect lens is maybe from 20 to 2000, but it's, you know, with f1 if it's possible, but it's impossible. So because I'm not anytime in the front of the scene, and because in the last years it's not allowed to only 1 or 2 songs or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that. And then I'm going somewhere in the part, and where it's allowed and where I can, I shooting. But and I cropping because I love details. If you see my pictures on Flickr, they are all portraits, or almost they're portraits from.
Yes, that's why I asked.
And then I'm cropping that because I don't have a lens too long to do exactly, and because of a lot of the statics, microphones, and what is around them. So I'm cropping a lot.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Do you have your book available?
What?
Your book? Do you have a book?
No, I know. I don't have my book. I have. I contribute to the book, to the jazz phase of Vojislav Pantić, and to monography of Belgrade Jazz Festival.
Oh, okay. And can that book be ordered someplace?
Yes, it can be. I will.
Is it on the Belgrade Jazz Festival?
Yes, I don't know from where now exactly, but I will find you and I will send the email.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So you can order it via the festival itself.
Yeah.
From festival itself.
Okay. Well, thank you. And when you send us the link, for the book, we'll put it together with your Flickr account on the video that will be on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your photos, and it was a pleasure. And thank you all for participating. And I will send you an email once the YouTube video is up.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm very happy because I see you all. And if somebody have a trip in this part of the world, just send email. I will take you on all Romania. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Will do.
Very much.
All right.
Take care.
Thank
Great
you.
to meet you.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks. It was great. Bye. See you.
Bye-bye.